Hey guys, Owens and Lily here today to talk about a new topic. So today what I wanted to do was talk to y'all about something called the Locus of Control. And the Locus of Control comes with an activity that y'all can do at home. But really, thank you, really the idea is to talk about what things are in our control, things that we have a control over, and what things are out of our control, things that we don't have control over. And I want us to remember that a lot of times things that we get upset about or things that we get worried about are things that are out of our control. So other people's behavior, out of our control. Is it worth getting as worked up or as upset about it as we sometimes normally do? And so I want us to think about some things that maybe have gotten us into RJ that were out of our control, some things that got us into RJ that were in our control, and coming up with some strategies on thinking about when something is in our control, how can we handle it? And when some things are out of our control, how can we handle that? So you guys can grab a piece of paper. I have this whiteboard behind me. But what you're gonna do first is you're gonna just draw a little dude in the middle and like this, kind of draw him like a gingerbread man, like that. Really good. Mr. Timbrook would be proud of my art skills. And around the little dude, I'm gonna make kind of like a circle like that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna make a second circle outside that circle. So like this. Okay. So I want us to think about it like this. This is us in this circle, and in the middle of this circle are things I can control. And on the outside of the circle are going to be things I cannot control. And I'm going to list some examples of things that in my personal life, in my life in school, that are in my control and out of my control. And I want you to write for things that are in your life. And then you're going to have an activity that you're going to do in Google Classroom after this. So some things that I can control. I can control my behavior. I can control spending money. It's been really hard to not spend all my money on clothes or spending my money in like silly ways while I'm stuck inside all day. Like I just want to online shop. I just want to like buy something for a Lily. But I know that deep down, like I'm in control of my spending habits. So spending money. Another thing that's in my control is being able to take care of Lily. And another thing that I can control, especially while we're figuring all this out, but I can get my work done. I'm in control of getting my work done. And I want you guys to think about that too. While you're staying at home, having to work on distance learning, are you in control of being able to get that work done? Or is it out of your control? And I'm going to say this, it's in your control. So now let's focus on things that are out of our control, things that we can't control that almost aren't worth getting upset about or getting our feelings into. Coronavirus, COVID-19. Sadly, I cannot control it. Nobody can control what's going on with this. And as much as I want to sit here and be mad and upset about what's going on right now, and there's a lot of times where I do feel pretty mad and upset about what's going on, I realize like this is a sickness that's out of my control and it's affecting so many people. It's not worth getting torn up about, right? Staying, like having to stay at home, those things, like what's in my control is like staying at home, right? I can control staying at home. I can control washing my hands. I can control staying away from people. That's social distancing that you've been hearing about. But some things that are out of my control is like, oh, my marker stopped working. Something that's out of my control when it comes to like coronavirus, right, is like what the government is saying to do. what Gov says to do, right? I can't control what Governor Abbott is saying about how Texans should keep themselves inside or what we should be doing. I can't control that. So it's not worth getting upset that I have to stay inside because I can't control what the expectation is of me. So when it comes to things that I can't control, like I can't control not going to work. Just similar to like what the government says, right? Like I can't control that I can't go to work right now. Everybody's in the same boat. I wish I could go. I miss you guys so much. It is so hard to just be like cooped up. I mean, I'm looking outside my window right now and it's a beautiful day in beautiful Austin, and to know that like I can't go anywhere, it's just really kind of eating me up inside. But I've decided like it's not worth getting upset about because it's out of my control. Another thing I can't control is other people's behavior. As much as I wish I could, right? Called my grandma the other day. Grammy, call her, I say, hi Grammy, you know, you staying inside, you're taking care of yourself. And she's like, no, I went to the supermarket. And I got so mad at her. I was so mad. I yelled at her. I said, Grandma, you have to stay inside. You can't go out. Like you can get really sick. But I realized she's in control of her own behavior and I can't get upset over something that I can't control. Something else that's out of my control is distance learning. So just because I'm your teacher doesn't mean that I still don't have work to do. The kind of work that I have to do right now is not my favorite kind of work. I wish I was in my classroom. I wish I was hanging out with you guys. But this right now, out of my control. And so instead of feeling maybe frustrated or maybe feeling like a little upset that I can't go to work or that work has to look like this for right now, I'm not going to get upset and I'm going to try and be creative and trying to be innovative, trying new things with you guys, so that way y'all can learn what you need to learn, but also like I feel fulfilled in being able to teach you guys. So I want you guys to be recreating your own when it comes to things maybe at home or at school that are in your control, right? Inside our little bubble and out of our control, so then on the outside of that little bubble. And I want us to think about how we can control these things, right? How do you handle your behavior? What can you do to control your behavior when you're getting upset, when you're getting angry, right? What are some things, like for me, I have a schedule, like sticking to a schedule so I can take care of Lily. You know, then when it comes to these outside things, right? Figuring out, yes, all of this is out of my control, but how can I handle it in the best way possible? I just want to remind you guys, like, this is all new to everybody and this is all different for everybody. And so we have to understand what's in our control and out of our control, but just know I am thinking about you guys all the time. Ooh, and follow me on Instagram. I have an Instagram now, so you guys can follow me and keep up with me. It's going to be Miss Owens _. So it's like a little underscore, like the little low, Miss Owens _ I would love to see you guys on there, just so I can keep in touch with you guys, see what y'all are up to, keep in contact. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you guys are staying safe and staying healthy, and I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.